Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at ktalnews.com as well as your Weather Authority app. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with your Thursday morning forecast update. I tell you, if it's not one thing, it's another. All the severe weather that we had yesterday, and a lot of heavy rain overnight, so we are seeing a number of flash flood issues pop up this morning, including a flash flood warning that we do have in effect in the Shreveport-Bossier metro. So likely going to encounter some flooded roadways here today as well as tomorrow. That flood watch in effect through Friday evening. It's all of Louisiana, basically our I-20 and southward counties in Texas, and it does include Columbia County in Arkansas. A good 2 to 4 inches of rain has already fallen, and we are expecting an additional 2 to 4 inches of rain in these areas. So again, the major issue or the major impacts will be on the roadways, especially through the morning commute today. So the weather setup, the cold front that rolled through yesterday, it's stalled along the coastline here, and you can really see on the temperature map where the warm air is. So that warm air that's lifting over the front into the colder air is kind of triggering these repeated rounds of rainfall here. We don't expect that we'll see any severe weather such as high wind. May see some small hail with the storms today, but the threat of any damaging wind gusts, threat of any tornadoes is pretty much gone away here. So this will be a flood only threat for us today. And you can see Futurecast does push some of these thunderstorms north into Texarkana this morning. It looks like we'll get a little break late morning, early afternoon, but then we'll get those steadier and heavier rain bands arriving again this afternoon through tonight. So I do think we'll see some flood issues, especially on the roadways, which we're already seeing this morning. So just use extreme caution out there, especially if you're in the Shreveport area. The flooding issues not going to be as significant on I-30, including Texarkana, but really some high impact weather here. So make sure you give yourself some few extra minutes to get to your destination today. We know there's probably going to be some flooded roadways and routes along your commute that may be closed down. So just make sure you're giving yourself enough time to get where you need to go. Tonight as well as tomorrow, we will see the rain continue. I do think at least the intensity of the rain may come down somewhat tomorrow, so hopefully that will help things out. And we do dry out Friday night into Saturday, still looking like a wonderful Easter weekend for us. We'll be warmer by the time we get to Easter weekend, but a pretty chilly day today as we're starting out in the 50s, and high temperatures today will likely be in the 50s as well as the low 60s, so we're not going to feel much warm air for the next few days here. And as far as the rainfall accumulations, this is the North American or the NAM model here, which I think probably has the best handle on the rainfall, and it is showing an additional 4 to 6 inches of rain in some of these areas, which I do not think is out of control there. Again, the advisory or the flash flood watch calls for about 2 to 4 inches of rain, but just based on what we're seeing this morning and what we're kind of seeing in the computer models, I do think there will be some areas there that pick up well over 4 inches of rain between now and about sunset on Friday. We get through Friday weekend still looking spectacular. A little cooler Saturday with just a slight chance of showers, but Easter Sunday will be in the mid 70s, and do have some warmer air returning next week. Looks like we could see some sea breeze type showers pushed our way from the Gulf of Mexico middle of next week. So I put just a few slight chance for showers in middle of next week, but much warmer as we'll be in the 70s and low 80s to begin next week.